the 10th meeting of the countries. Brazil have won 3, the Netherlands 2. Brazil have lost only one of the last 30 games. The Netherlands have gone 23 games unbeaten. Netherlands versus Brazil has produced some of the most enduring memories of previous World Cups. On a much maligned pitch with a much maligned World Cup ball, can Kaká, Robben, Robinho, Sneijder and the rest produce another World Cup classic? This is Oya. I wonder how his nerves are doing. Robben, Van Persie, Robinho, little dance on the ball. Van Bommel, Sneijder. Count now. In towards Van Persie. Van Persie just stumbled under the challenge there of Juan. There was a gasp of excitement here by the Dutch supporters as Van Persie went to ground, and the hope of a very early penalty indeed. Well, the question is, how do you beat Brazil? One South American national coach did it in the World Cup qualifiers. His recipe: don't score early. That only makes Brazil angry. Pinch a goal midway through the second half and defend for the rest of the game. It worked for Ecuador, but it worked for the Dutch. Free kick then to Brazil. Luis Fabiano told to calm down here. Luis Fabiano is on a yellow card, and if he picked up another caution today, he'd miss the semi-finals. Incidentally, any players sitting on a single yellow card will have a yellow card amnesty after today, when all slates are wiped clean. Luis Fabiano, away by Oya. Lucio. Kaká. Dani Alves. Robben. Robben caught. The referee blows a whistle. Free kick to the Dutch. One or two little arguments breaking out between the players. And Robinho is hardly Mr. Popular in the Netherlands team. Clearly something you said. It was Dani Alves who actually caught Robben, but Robinho said something. De Jong. This time Felipe Melo is told to calm down. The Brazilians are snapping into every early tackle here and not letting the Dutch settle. And Bommel on the end of that one. Michel Bastos, the left back of Brazil. 4 is Juan. Lucio. All World Cup meetings between these two countries has never produced a goal in the first half. Van Bommel. Robben. De Jong. Oya. Heitinga now for the Dutch. Van Persie shielded the ball well. Sneijder. Count now. Brazil were desperate to stop Count crossing from that position. Will be desperate to keep Robben out as well, by fair means or foul. Robben through to Van Persie. He was being policed there by Juan. All the way way through to Julio Cesar, the Brazilian goalkeeper. There's Juan, who opened the scoring against Chile in the round of 16. No sense of Brazil getting going yet. But as Bert van Marwijk was saying yesterday in the press conference, the Netherlands coach, they can be devastatingly quick in the last third of the field, and that's where the Netherlands will have to be at their most vigilant. Robinho, Kaká, Robinho now, and this is where Brazil speed up. Robinho again, delightful football. Kaká tries to win it, breaks here for Michel Bastos. Trying to pick out Kaká, but covering player was Johnny Heitinga, number 3. Michel Bastos with the throw. Kaká available on the edge of the penalty area, as is Robinho, who juggles with the ball and then is dispossessed by Heitinga. Sneijder. Felipe Melo. All the way back to Juan. And Lucio, the captain. Can't bring Luis Fabiano into the game. Brazil actually have an outstanding record in this country. They've won 10 out of 11 games played in South Africa. Their only failure to win came in that group game against Portugal here, which ended 0-0. The Dutch unbeaten in their last 3 World Cup matches against South American opposition. Their last victory was 2-1 against Argentina back in the 1998 quarter-finals. Juan, Luis Fabiano now. Onside here. Surely a goal, Robinho! Offside, the flag was very, very late. Now, Dani Alves broke, flag stayed down. And as soon as the ball was played in towards Robinho, the flag was raised. He was offside, surely there, Dani Alves. So it remains 0-0. Kaká. Maicon has broke forward here and Dirk Kuyt has to get back. Maicon for Brazil. Luis Fabiano waits, as does Robinho. He thought he'd scored. A lot of Brazilian fans in this stadium thought he'd scored. "40,000 pairs of eyes went to the referee's assistant on the far side when Dani Alves was played in, and that flag stayed down. My initial reaction was Dani Alves was offside, but the referee is right in line with play, whereas our commentary position here is right over the halfway line. Van Bronckhorst. Luis Fabiano. Flicked away by Andre Oya. He must have thought he was making up the numbers when he came out to South Africa in the Netherlands squad, and suddenly he's pitched into a World Cup quarter-final with Brazil. Juan. Felipe Melo. To Robinho, who's onside this time and opens the scoring. That one will count. A ball right through the heart of the Dutch defence. And while the Netherlands looked to the referee's assistant, there was no flag. Robinho didn't hesitate. And Brazil have the lead and set course now for the semi-finals. can see there Robinho was quite clearly onside and played onside by Andre Oya. Oya had not pushed up. It's close to a religious experience for Robinho when he pulls on that Brazil shirt. Just about the perfect start for Brazil. Van Bommel. Kout's arriving now. Kout with a shot and touched aside there by Julio Cesar. I wonder if we're in for a high-scoring game, because the Dutch are going to have to come out now and chase the game as Kout goes close. That is the first goal the Netherlands have conceded from open play. And now Sneijder will prepare to take this corner kick. In towards Heitinga. Dani Alves. Remember, that is the first ever goal scored between these two countries at a World Cup that's come in the first half. Kout. Kaká. Oya. Cleared by Stekelenburg. Throw into the Netherlands. De Jong. Crowd still buzzing about that goal. Robben now got away from Felipe Melo. Luis Fabiano breaks here to Heitinga. I don't believe the Dutch would have conceded that goal had Joris Matthijssen started this game. Their defence was so tight, so organised. They were just ripped apart by a single ball there, right through the heart of the back four. And Oya failed to push up. Here's Oya again. Heads the ball against Luis Fabiano. Maicon. Luis Fabiano claims he was taken out there by Heitinga, and Heitinga's shown a yellow card. His first yellow card of the championships. There's this ball by Maicon, and you can see by that stage Luis Fabiano had been kicked to the ground there. It was a rather sly kick by Heitinga, but the referee spotted it. There's the goal scorer, Robinho. Dani Alves to take the free kick. Dani Alves. Kaká and Robinho and Luis Fabiano all posted in and around the edge of the penalty area. Alves goes for goal and scuffs his shot somewhat. You can see the patchwork nature of the pitch there. Maybe Dani Alves was hoping to get a fortuitous bounce in front of the goal. In the knockout stages so far, no team has come from behind to progress at the 2010 FIFA World Cup. We'll see if the Netherlands can break that little statistic. Dirk Kuyt has won it here. Needs to pull it back. Van Persie waits in the middle. Van Bommel arriving. It's Van Bommel. First slack piece of defensive play by Brazil. Robben kicked there by Michel Bastos. Players complaining to the referee they didn't hear the whistle. You can see Robben was caught mid-flight. Not that Dunga agreed with the referee's decision. So, is this the platform for the Netherlands to find an equaliser? "16 minutes has elapsed. Julio César looks very confident indeed. Sneijder has the goal in his sights, as does Van Persie. The Netherlands trail by a goal to nil. And the referee has spotted some pushing and shoving going on the edge of the penalty area. Let's try again. Van Persie opened the scoring against Cameroon. He was critical of his coach for substituting him against Slovakia. Julio César over the head of Kaká, and De Jong heads it on for the Netherlands. Robinho, Kaká, free kick. Van Persie. So just look here, it was Oya who played Robinho on side number 13. And once you give Robinho that sort of space, he's going to do that sort of thing to you. It wasn't me who played him on side. Robben has been caught by Robinho again. Robben has been left hobbling. Kuyt, Van Bommel, Sneijder, Kuyt, Sneijder. Van der Wiel from the Ajax club. Here's Robben. Robben's ball into Van Persie. De Jong. But Van Marwijk, the Dutch coach, said yesterday that the important thing was not to make any mistakes against Brazil, and that's exactly what his team have done after 10 minutes, playing Robinho onside. Having said that, if the Netherlands can find an equaliser quickly, this could be in for a World Cup classic. Van Persie. No complaints by Van Persie. Robinho has it now. Dani Alves. Lucio. And Brazil will try and slow the game down. Remember, Brazil, one of 4 South American countries through to the quarterfinals, along with Argentina, Paraguay and Uruguay. And this is the first time it's happened in the tournament. since the official quarter-final stages were introduced with a knockout format. Advantage South America here. There's Dunga. Said he was confident his side could impose their game on the Netherlands at the press conference here last night. Can hardly say Brazil have done that. They've just exploited one key mistake from the Dutch defence. Van Bommel. Brazil quickly regroup. Van Bronckhorst. In towards Robben. Taken by Julio César, the goalkeeper. Netherlands just shading possession, 52% to 48. Not a great deal in that. Dani Alves, Maicon, Luis Fabiano, Van Bommel, Robben breaking forward here. Arjen Robben now for the Dutch. It's still Robben, just couldn't find that extra half a yard inside the Brazil penalty area. Luis Fabiano barged off the ball. Van Bommel, he caught Felipe Melo very high indeed. The referee trying to keep his cards in his pocket. Robinho. Throw into Brazil. Frank de Boer gesticulating just behind the coach, Bert-Van Marwijk. And there's the unfortunate Joris Matthijssen, who has picked up a knee injury in the warm-up and replaced by Andre Oya. I think that switch was instrumental in Brazil scoring the first goal of the game. Van Bommel, Robben. Michel Bastos. He's in for a tough game. Michel Bastos is going to have to keep an eye on Arjen Robben. Robben with a free kick. Van der Wiel. Oh yeah. Lucio won it comprehensively for Brazil. And appeared to be kicked there by Sneijder. A lot of niggly fouls early on. Juan. Lucio. Maicon. Kaká. Well, the Brazil fans appealed for a penalty kick. None of the Brazil team did. It was a risky business there by Nigel de Jong sliding in. Mistime that, and you're going to give away a spot kick. And it's Dani Alves to take the corner for Brazil, who lead by 1-0. Kaká. Gilberto Silva. Dani Alves. Tries to get the better of Dirk Kuyt and has crossed it. Juan! Just need to keep his shot down there. Well-worked move here by Brazil, and it almost brings him a second goal. Van Persie had just lost his marker momentarily, and Juan shot high and wide. You could have predicted Brazil would be given such a gift in the 10th minute when Robinho was clean through. Foul by Luis Fabiano. Free kick to the Netherlands. De Jong. Is Wesley Sneijder, who drives it in, looking for Robben, who's coming round the back of the Brazil defence. Julio Cesar with the clearance, flicked on by Alves. Luis Fabiano, in great goal-scoring form at the moment for Brazil. Van Persie. The Netherlands have only had 2 shots on goal so far, 1 on target. That just underlines the meanness of the Brazilian defence. They haven't conceded a goal in their last 2 games here in South Africa. Is by Giovanni van Bronckhorst. Maicon. Kaká. Free kick. The important thing here for the Netherlands is not to concede again. Dani Alves, Lucio's gone forward. There he is, just coming through your picture now. Felipe Melo's in there. Juan as well. Juan being manhandled by Van Persie, and the referee telling him just to cut it out. Juan so dangerous at these set pieces, as is Gilberto Silva. Van Persie in danger of giving away a penalty here. He carries on pushing and shoving. Final warning. So free kick to Brazil, free header for Luis Fabiano, which is only going to trouble the ball boys. Dunga looks very, very confident indeed. Winning World Cup captain back in 1994. Loser in 98, and that was his last game for the Brazil national team. Relative novice in terms of coaching. Felipe Melo. Maicon. Luis Fabiano. And Maicon breaking forward here for Brazil. Still Maicon. Van Bommel came back to do a marvellous holding job. That's his role in the team. But Maicon was breaking forward ominously there for Brazil. Kaká. Felipe Melo. Kaká. Van Bommel. Sneijder. In towards Van Persie, who has Robben behind him. Arjen Robben now for the Netherlands. Shot is easily blocked by Lucio, and there could be a counter-attack here with Kaká. Game just beginning to open up now. Michel Bastos. Robben's got back. This is Robinho. It's a nice ebb and flow about the game. That's a good tackle by De Jong. Robinho again. He's round 3 of them. Luis Fabiano. It's delightful football. Kaká! Jogo bonito. The beautiful game. And it was beautiful. And it was going in. The goalkeeper almost needed a stepladder to get there. No wonder Kaká has a smile on his face. Many Brazilians in the crowd also are smiling here. Over Lucio's head, Felipe Melo with a header. Brazil said they'd improve with every match. And they're looking to turn on the style here, as well as keep the Netherlands out. Kaká. Dani Alves. Kaká calling for it. Dani Alves with a rather poor shot. He had Kaká available. Couch. Sneijder, who's hardly got in the game so far. That's not his fault. He has been marked out of it by Brazil as Robben skips away from one tackle. Awful ball by Van Bommel. Dani Alves. Kaká, and there's danger here for the Netherlands. Heitinga slams it forward, looking for Kout. Kaká claims he's just had his ankles tripped then, but the referee waved play on. Julio Cesar looks like he's been kitted out by a New York basketball team. There was a push there, free kick to the Netherlands. Remember, the Dutch are unbeaten in their last 23 games, a national record. Currently the longest unbeaten run of any side in world football, but they're a goal down here to Brazil. Maicon. Gilberto Silva gives it away to Van Persie, who's surrounded by blue shirts. He'll need some help. Sneijder's available, as is Dirk Kuyt, who's onside. Kuyt now for the Dutch. One or two angry stares at the match official on the near side. The referee's assistant, they thought Kuyt was offside. Flag stayed down. And that's why the flag stayed down. Robben is going to leave the corner here for Sneijder. In fact, he'd taken the corner. It's a bizarre incident. Robben had taken the corner, rolled it out of the quadrant. Brazil hadn't quite realised it. Robben pretended he hadn't taken the corner. He really is a sly fox. Dani Alves realised the trap, and Brazil did not fall into it. They've won a free kick, which Julio Cesar, their highly rated goalkeeper, will take. Van Persie beaten off the ball by Juan, but Juan barged into the back of the Dutch striker. He's one yellow card away from a suspension. Just got a little slap on the back of his head. Sneijder. De Jong and Sneijder plan the possibilities here for the Netherlands. Can they find an equaliser? Sneijder drives it in. It's well held by Julio Cesar. If he'd spilled that one, there was a clutch of Dutch players ready to move in. It's a well-struck shot by Sneijder. Looking for his 19th international goal. 10 minutes to the break. Michel Bastos. Dani Alves. To get it back to his goalkeeper. In fact, he's got it back to his right back, Gregory van der Wiel. Van der Wiel. Robben. Once again, he's fouled by Michel Bastos. Wonder if the referee's patience has been tried here. Indeed, it has. This is a totting up yellow card for Michel Bastos. This is for persistent fouling and persistently fouling the same player. I think his frustration actually is with his left back rather than Robben, because Bastos had been warned and warned again before he was cautioned. Free kick now to the Netherlands. Robben to take it. Sneijder standing in an offside position for the time being. De Jong lumbering his way towards the edge of the penalty area now. Plenty forward here for the Dutch. Away by Lucio, and then by Luis Fabiano, and then Kaká. And then Dani Alves. And a free kick now to Brazil. That was a foul by Giovanni van Bronckhorst. Interestingly, when the ball was played into that Brazil penalty area, from that moment, 4 Brazil players headed the ball to safety to make sure the Netherlands did not progress. They have a steal at the back, Brazil, and a fluidity up front. It's a heady combination, and they believe it's a combination that will take them all the way to the World Cup final. No foul. We're making his feelings plain to Luis Fabiano. Maicon, Dani Alves. Maicon claims he didn't push his opponent out the way. If looks could kill. And Dunga also is frustrated with the referee, and he knows all about Japanese officials. He played in Japan. Maicon pushed Kaut out the way. I've played there, I know the game. He played in the J-League. Van Persie, who's had a frustrating game. Van der Wiel, chased by Kaká. Throw into Brazil. Kaká's had an uneven season, disrupted by injuries and poor form. Van Bommel, Kaká. Kaká again, tripped by Sneijder. There were certainly possibilities there for Brazil, because just out of your picture, Maicon had rampaged forward a good 50 yards. And if Kaká could have got the ball to his right, the Netherlands would have been torn open once again. Robinho, Kaká. Michel Bastos. Kaká was the intended target. He can't keep the ball alive. Voted player of the Confederations Cup here a year ago, Kaká. Hasn't really got into the competition yet, but there's plenty of time. There's the collision between Van Bommel and Luis Fabiano. You can see the pitch cutting up every time the players crash land. Oh yeah. Throw-in goes Brazil's way. Robinho. De Jong. Up here towards Van Persie. It's a good flick on towards Robben. Juan is there first. Kaká. Chased by De Jong. And still Kaká. Michel Bastos. Away by Van Bronckhorst, only as far as Dani Alves, who stumbles initially, and then Oya hacks the ball into play. The referee's brought play back here. He's now indicating it is a throw on the far side. Initially, he was pointing to the edge of the penalty area, which confused one or two, including myself. Maicon. Dani Alves, back to Maicon. Van Bronckhorst left it there for Van Bommel to get the tackle in. And it was Van Persie in the end who mistimed his challenge on Maicon. So half-time is just over the horizon here. Maicon with a free kick for Brazil. Brazil leading by 1-0. Maicon has already scored one of the goals of the tournament so far. What's he going to do here? Maicon drifts it in. Away by Kout. Dani Alves. Maicon. Kout wins it back. Maicon. Luis Fabiano. Luis Fabiano manages to stay on his feet and slams the ball into Van Bronckhorst. It's going to be a corner kick to Brazil. Maicon is going to bend this one away from goal. And Bronckhorst, number 5, back on sentry duty on the goalpost. Maicon. Lucio able to get a conclusive header on the ball. Not too impressed with the delivery there. Don't recall too many stoppages in this first half. Don't think there'll be much time to be added on. At the end of the 45 minutes we've nearly played. Julio Cesar. De Jong. Sneijder, neat layoff by Sneijder. Van Persie. Sneijder. Van der Wiel. Van der Wiel's cross, Robben's gone down, the goalkeeper's lost it. 1 minute of stoppage time to be added on. And we're already playing that now. Robinho. De Jong. And here's Robben. Arjen Robben. How many does he want to dribble round? Too many is the answer. Kaká. Robinho. Kaká. Michel Bastos. Kaká. Robinho at his shoulder. Dani Alves and Maicon arriving here ominously for Brazil. Side netting. And no corner kick. Lovely layoff here by Dani Alves. And Maicon claiming the goalkeeper got a glove to this ball. I think he has a very strong case indeed, the Brazil right back. And Brazil get to the interval with their 1-goal lead intact, scored by Robinho. Just 10 minutes into the match, but it was a calamitous defensive error by the Netherlands, with Andre Oya playing the Brazil attack onside, and that early pre-match change by the Netherlands when Mathiesen was ruled out could well have altered the result of this football match, because Brazil have the lead and they don't often lose an advantage. Are Brazil on their way to the semis? Half-time, it's the Netherlands 0, Brazil 1.
Hello everyone. We know all that the situation with the coronavirus is a very serious one, and we need to put health first. There are 5 key tactics to tackle the coronavirus, and I urge you all to follow with discipline at all times these 5 key tactics.
Todo comienza con tus manos. Por favor, lávate las manos frecuentemente y, si es posible, con una solución de alcohol.
With your elbows bent, please cover your nose and mouth if you sneeze or cough. If using tissues, dispose of them immediately.
Pour le visage, évitez de toucher les yeux, le nez et la bouche. Cela peut empêcher le virus de rentrer dans votre organisme.
In terms of social interaction, take a step back. Stay 1 meter distance minimum from everyone that coughs or sneezes.
If you feel unwell, stay home. In some countries, isolation might be advisable for healthy persons too. Please follow all instructions from your local health authority.
So please keep yourself informed at all times, follow these recommendations, and support the WHO in their efforts to tackle coronavirus. Together, we will win this difficult match.
Brazil restart the match, currently unbeaten in their last 10 matches in all competitions. They've won 8 of those. Their last defeat was away to Bolivia in a World Cup qualifying match. You have to go back to October 2009. It isn't going to be easy, therefore, for the Netherlands in this second half to prise open the Brazilian defence. Van der Wiel. If anyone can, Robben can. Van Persie nudged off the ball by João. Dani Alves now. A mistake is let in Robben here for the Dutch. Arjen Robben just overran it slightly, and it sits up nicely for Julio Cesar, the Brazilian goalkeeper, to snatch the ball. Heitinger's header, flicked on by Dani Alves though. Ollie is there for the Netherlands. Robben. De Jong. He invites Giovanni van Bronckhorst to break forward into the Brazil half. 8 is De Jong. Van der Wiel. The referee blows the whistle. And it's going to be a free kick, I think, for Brazil here. For simulation. The referee saying that the player was not fouled. And Van der Wiel will miss the next game, should there be one, for the Netherlands. So even if the Netherlands do progress to the semi-finals, they're going to have to make another change in defence. They had to make one today with Andre Oyer coming in for Joris Mathiesen. Lucio. Juan. Scoops the ball here to Kaká. It's Kaká for Brazil, and Luis Fabiano. And Luis Fabiano looking for the corner, and he's got it. Lovely touch here by Kaká. Dani Alves with a corner kick. Can Brazil take a 2-goal lead here right at the start of the second half? Dani Alves, free header for Juan. Goal kick. That defensive partnership between Lucio and Juan began when the two players played together at Bayer Leverkusen. Lucio now at Inter. Juan now at Roma, both plying their trade then in Italy's Serie A. Dani Alves almost rips the ball from De Jong and is penalised. Dunga clutches his head as if someone was blowing a vuvuzela right in his ear. Kaká. Van Bommel wanted an age on the ball. Van der Wiel, so few options ahead of him. It just seems greater movement when Brazil have the ball in their opponent's half. Holland or the Netherlands rather, by comparison, looks staccato. Then Persie, and here's Sneijder. It's Sneijder with a shot, and it's miss hit. No wonder he's frustrated. He's frustrated. Does he make a change, though? The most imaginative player on the Dutch bench would be Rafael van der Vaart, who has been injured recently. Been struggling with a calf injury, but he's meant to be fit. It certainly would be an option for Bert van Marwijk. Dani Alves. Felipe Melo has been penalised. Free kick here to the Netherlands. They really need to move up the gears quickly if they're going to stop Brazil reaching the World Cup semi-final. At a meeting with Uruguay or Ghana. Luis Fabiano, it's Kaká. Maybe the Dutch are going to have to take one or two risks, and that might leave them exposed defensively. Count. Van der Wiel. 3 here is Heitinga. Van Bommel. And Robben. Showed an awful lot of the ball there to Michel Bastos. It's a lovely turn. Kaká. Dani Alves. Tries to pick out Maicon. Still Brazil playing with the greater flair and the greater threat going forward. Can they translate that into another goal? Maicon. Kaká. Robinho wants it. It is Robinho. It's Maicon. It's Kaká. Couldn't get it back to Robinho. Robben. Away from Michel Bastos, who has already been shown a yellow card here. Now what's the referee going to do? Van Bommel says that's his second cautionable offence. I think the referee's going to keep his card in his pocket. That surely is a yellow card. And how Michel Bastos is going to stay on the field, goodness only knows. This is a contentious decision because down to 10 men, it could have thrown this tie towards the Dutch. Robben goes again. Sneijder. Sneijder lifts it in here. The goalkeeper's missed it! An equaliser! It's 1-1. Schneider's claiming the goal. What a mistake there by Julio Cesar. Robben got it back to Sneijder. They were all calling for the ball. Might have even come off a Brazilian head. Sneijder drove it in. It came off Felipe Melo. Goalkeeper and defender went for the same ball. Goodness only knows why. It goes down as an own goal. We're back, boys. We're back. Now we could have a World Cup classic. This one right back in the balance. A mistake defensively by both teams has resulted in goals. One for Brazil, one for the Netherlands. And this World Cup quarter-final is tied. From nowhere, the Netherlands have been handed a lifeline. Robben. Van Persie. Robben again. Van der Wiel. Van Persie offside. Let's have a look at that goal once again. As Van Persie gets to his feet. Was Van Persie in an offside position? I think he was level, but there was one or two Brazilian players claiming he was in an offside position on that last attack. And he's gone down and is in absolute agony here. There's the unwitting goal scorer, Felipe Melo. We can see the goal now. Sneijder lifted it in. The goalkeeper had no business coming to chase that ball. Skidded off the back of Felipe Melo's head. Here's the instant again when Van Persie crash landed, trying to keep the ball alive. Kind of fell awkwardly on his arm, might have damaged his elbow. Gilberto Silva. Remember, this has to be decided today. It could take extra time or even penalties But these two sides will play until we get a result. And if that means a penalty shootout, so be it. Sneijder. Count. That is always the Netherlands' reset ball back to the goalkeeper. For the time being, Van Persie back on the pitch, but he's holding his arm quite gingerly there. 13 is Oya. Not often you see Brazil make a mistake like that when defender and goalkeeper went for the same ball and the football ends up flying into the net. Most uncharacteristic, but the Netherlands are back in this one. Robben. Van der Wiel. Oya. There's space to come forward here, and this is Wesley Sneijder, whose cross resulted in that goal, and that's a poor ball to Dirk Kuyt. Maicon. Van Bronckhorst gives the ball away here to Dani Alves. Kaká. Far too far for Robinho. He made a valiant attempt to trap the ball. Nearly an hour gone. This could be one of the classic meetings of the Netherlands and Brazil. Michel Bastos, who of course is on a yellow card now, needs to watch his step. Lucio. Juan. Lucio. Kuyt. Nigel de Jong. Tried to play Arjen Robben in. Van der Wiel intercepted. Robben wants it played quickly forward, and this is Robben now. He's got away from Felipe Melo. It's Robben. Again, he tried to take on the entire Brazilian defence, and the door was slammed shut in his face. And here's Luis Fabiano. Kaká. Kuyt. Oya, all the way back to Stekelenburg. Van Bommel. Sneijder ahead of him. And now to his right. Dutch have so few options here in the last third of the field. Van Persie and Robben. That one aimed in towards Dirk Kuyt, but easily telegraphed by Maicon. Kaká. Free kick. Barge there by de Jong. Brazil have taken the free kick. It's Dani Alves. Shooting from distance is his stock in trade. Only 3 international goals to show for his efforts so far. But how about this for an international mistake of epic proportions? So a change here. Michel Bastos is coming off. I think this is because he's picked up a yellow card and he's in danger of being sent off if he fouls Robben again. And Gilberto Mella will replace him. He is a left back also. I think that is wise coaching by Dunga. That was an accident waiting to happen. Michel Bastos was in danger of a dismissal. Van Bommel now for the Netherlands. Count to his left. Van Bronckhorst moves forward. Count. Van Persie trying to win it here. It's Van Persie. Sneijder. Van Persie! Oh, the Dutch bench were up in arms, appealing for something. Free kick now to the Netherlands inside their own half of the field. I think they felt that Van Persie was being held back there as he set off towards goal. They were appealing for handball. There was absolutely nothing Lucio could have done about that. Oh yeah. 5 here is Van Bronckhorst. 7 is Count. Chased by Maicon, Sneijder, De Jong. Robben. Shiver must go down the spine of the Brazilian defence every time Robben gets the ball. Van der Wiel. Count. This looks promising. Count now. De Jong. Robinho. And Heitinga then got his size 9s in the way, and there's a yellow card here. For De Jong's challenge on Robinho. He's going to miss the next game too. That's his second yellow card of the championships. So not only would the Netherlands be without Gregory van der Wiel in that semi-final, but also be without Nigel De Jong. Is the least of their problems right now. Lucio. Maicon. Maicon once again. Luis Fabiano. And Maicon. And Luis Fabiano. Certainly Brazil have diminished as an attacking threat in this second half. But they are more than capable of turning it back on again. Kaká. Oh, just wide. The reaction from Kaká suggests that was pretty close. Poor clearance by Oya, landed right at the boot of Kaká. Took aim. Stekelenburg was pretty confident the ball was drifting wide. Robben draws his first foul out of the substitute, Gilberto Melo. Free kick quickly taken. Van Persie. Van Persie now for the Dutch. Corner. We've reached the midway point of the second half as Van Persie saw his centre take a deflection there off Juan. This probably represents one of the Netherlands' best opportunities of the second half. Oya's standing virtually on the goal line. Count is in the 6-yard box as well. Van Persie and Heitinga in there. The way though by Gilberto Silva. Throw into Brazil. Sneijder in towards Robben. Juan quickly across. Another corner. Just one or two signs of the Netherlands growing in confidence and just beginning to attack the great Brazilian team. Maybe there's a belief growing inside the Dutch. They can find a place in the World Cup semi-finals and knock out the top-ranked team. Count! It's there! They're ahead! Sneijder! The Dutch have come from behind. Would you believe it? The semi-finals now beckon for the Oranje. Ball flicked on by Count. Nobody picked up Sneijder. And it's 5 goals in his last 7 internationals for Wesley Sneijder. Where was the Brazilian defending? Heading for the semi-finals. The Netherlands 2, Brazil 1. Well, we were waiting for an outstanding game at these championships between two of the heavyweights. I think it's just arrived. Brazil will attack the Netherlands for all they're worth now. Do not write off Brazil. They are not world number ones for nothing. Maicon, a study of concentration, ready to bend in this free kick. Maicon drives it in. Maicon in a good crossing position again here for Brazil. Dani Alves. And then Dani Alves was involved in an altercation there with De Jong. They've taken the free kick quickly. A little bit too quickly for the referee's liking. Free kick to the Netherlands. And he explains, I'll decide when you take the free kick. That is pure frustration by Dani Alves. But Van Marwijk is impatiently coming to the edge of his technical area. 20 minutes for the Dutch to eliminate Brazil. I never thought I'd be saying those words. Count. It's important now for these Brazilian players just to keep their concentration, because 1 or 2 tackles are flying in now. Brazil have had 10 players sent off at the World Cup following Kaká's red card against the Côte d'Ivoire. That's a joint high figure along with Argentina. They can ill afford to have anybody dismissed in the remainder of this game. This could still go to extra time and even penalties. Lucio missed it. Sneijder's on his way here for the Dutch. Sneijder's cross. Fielded though by Julio Cesar. Van der Wiel, who's walking a tightrope, he's already been shown a yellow card. You just can't take your eyes off this game. Maicon. Kaká calling for the ball. It's Kaká. No foul. Well, if that isn't a foul, surely he should be cautioned for simulation. They really do need to tie their boot laces up now, Brazil. There was a push by Oya. Robben. Arjen Robben. Van der Wiel. Van Persie waits in the middle. Arjen Robben, who's had a very good game. Caught here by Felipe Melo. Red card. I just wondered whether Brazil would lose it. They've lost it. Just kept kicking out at Robben and then stamped on his hamstring, and for that stamp on his hamstring he gets a red card. It's just got a whole lot harder for Brazil. 11th player to be sent off at the World Cup. Robben might have been kicked from pillar to post, but he has exacted terrific damage on Brazil in this game. Forced Brazil into a substitution and now forced the referee to show a red card. Brazil down to 10 men. Sneijder. Robinho. Robben again. Takes on Robinho. Takes on Dani Alves. Still Robben. He's drawn so many fouls. And Brazil are furious with Robben. Robinho in danger of disciplinary action against him. Lucio just tells his team to get on with the game. You see there was a trip there by Dani Alves, and Robben draws the foul. He knows exactly what he's doing. Free kick now to the Netherlands. Can they score again? Beaten away by Julio Cesar. Back in by De Jong. Goal kick. Maicon. Maicon again. Bursts into the Netherlands half of the field. Sets Kaká in motion, who chases after the ball, and then Oya just nudges the ball away. And Kaká threw his elbow towards Oya. Yellow card for Oya for time wasting. It's an ill-tempered ending to this football match, and it could get a lot worse. If Brazil are going out of the World Cup, they're going out with a fight, and at times quite literally. Maicon to toss this ball inside the Netherlands penalty area. Maicon. Luis Fabiano flicks it on. away by De Jong and then by Van Persie. Robben. Handball, deliberate handball by Sneijder. Substitution for Brazil. Luis Fabiano leaves the field as we look at that handball again. Nilmar is his replacement. So Nilmar and Kaká and Robinho all playing up front now for Brazil, who, remember, are down to 10 men after the sending off of Felipe Melo for stamping on Arjen Robben. Robben. Again, he draws a foul from Gilberto Silva, but this time the referee decides it's the other way. Brazil have put 9 players forward here inside the Netherlands half of the field. Only their goalkeeper, Julio César, is back inside his own half. Free kick to Brazil. Van Bommel. Oh, there's a breakaway attack here. If the Netherlands can stay onside, it's Wesley Sneijder. Sneijder. Still Sneijder. Van Persie, couch. We just couldn't get on the end of it. We're going to see more incidents like that in the remainder of the game. Brazil are 12 minutes away from elimination. Van Bommel. Van der Wiel, and still Van der Wiel slams the ball into Juan. Sneijder. Free kick, foul by Kaká. The goal now for the Netherlands would surely wrap it up and send them to the semi-finals. Free kick to the Netherlands, who lead by 2-1 here. Mark Van Bommel stands over it, as does Van Persie. Sends the ball spinning into a group of Dutch supporters behind that goal. Nilmar. He wins a corner kick. Remember, Brazil have only lost one of their last 16 World Cup matches. Their last defeat to France in the 2006 quarter-final. Are they going to fall at the quarter-final stage here? Maicon. Corner. Lucio's shot deflected to safety, relative safety at least, by the Dutch. Lucio got hold of that. I'm not sure whether it was on target or not. Maicon to take the corner. Time just beginning to run out here for Brazil. Can they make it 2-2 and drag us into extra time? Goalkeeper's lost it virtually from his own goal line. Dirk Kuyt, I think it was, who nudged the ball to safety. Oh, there's some nervy players down there. Kuyt to the rescue. Maicon to take it from the other side. Maicon with the corner. And held by Stekelenburg. Gilberto Silva with a none too powerful effort on goal. More and more Brazilian players pushed forward now into the attacking third. Like Lucio here, who tries to keep the ball alive and can't do so. He will run through the pain barrier to try and get Brazil back into this quarter-final. Like an orange jelly, just wobbling there. No wonder they're nervous. Maicon might give it away here towards Robben, and then Juan and his goalkeeper suddenly got themselves out of a horrible mess. Flag is up. Free kick to the Netherlands, who inch closer and closer to a date with destiny. A trip to Cape Town on Tuesday for a World Cup semi-final. And they will go there with great confidence if they were to knock out Brazil. But do not write off the Brazilians. Robben. Van Bommel, who sets off towards goal. It's Van Bommel. De Jong. Sneijder. Where's Sneijder to Van Persie? Can he seal it here? Van Persie. Sneijder! Brazil aren't done yet though. It's Kaká. 2 against 2. Kaká for Brazil. Took a deflection out for the corner. And still the Netherlands are not assured of their place in the last 4. Oyer just dragging the ball out for the corner kick. Dani Alves with a corner. In towards Robinho, and Robinho fouled the goalkeeper. Free kick to the Netherlands. Robin van Persie is coming off here and is replaced by Klaus-Jan Huntelaar. Scored against Cameroon after coming on as a substitute. Foul by Kout. Free kick taken by Maicon, but in the wrong position. There is so much tension now about this game. It's almost a right for Brazil to get through to the latter stages of a World Cup, but they're flirting with defeat now. And remember, it was Brazil who had the lead in this game as early as the 10th minute. Throw into Brazil, Kaká. So much harder for Brazil because they're down to 10 men. Robben giving chase and challenging Juan. Dani Alves. And Dani Alves leaves the ball behind. Final ball disappointing for Brazil. So many options right and left, and the ball down the middle, straight through to Stekelenburg. Dani Alves. Sneijder. Van Bronckhorst. Dirk Kuyt. It's still Dirk Kuyt who could go all the way here and seal it for the Dutch. Kuyt left the ball behind him after that challenge by Juan. And Dani Alves now trying to twist and turn a path to goal. Van Bommel lucky to escape a card. Time is almost up on Brazil's World Cup adventure, unless they can find a goal and find one quickly. Juan. It is not a time for faint hearts in this Brazilian team. Robinho. Maicon. Lucio. Lucio for Brazil. Shrugs off Van Huntelaar. Robinho was calling for the ball when Lucio was brought crashing down by Van Bommel. He was just about to release the ball. It was Nilmar who wanted it, actually. Now, Brazil need one of their famous free kicks. Dani Alves has only ever scored 3 international goals. He'd pay good money for a fourth, I'll tell you right now. 88 minutes gone. Netherlands 2, Brazil 1 in this World Cup quarter-final from Port Elizabeth. Can he drag this tie into extra time? Dani Alves straight into the defensive wall. Roar of approval by the Dutch fans. The Dutch could almost smell the semi-finals now. Maicon into Robinho. Robinho can't keep the ball in play. We're in the final minute of the 90. And the Netherlands are on the verge of one of their most famous successes, probably since 1974, when the Dutch eliminated Brazil in Gelsenkirchen in Germany at the World Cup finals. And the ball's been given away to Kuyt and Sneijder. Only a matter of stoppage time now, of which there'll be 3 minutes. 3 minutes for Brazil to do it. Van Bommel. Robben. The team ranked first by FIFA are about to be eliminated at the quarter-finals as the Dutch roll the ball down to the quadrant here to try and eat up a few more seconds. Kaká. Kaká's won it, then Sneijder wins it back and bounce the ball into touch. It doesn't have to be pretty now by the Netherlands. It has to be decisive. Just keep Brazil away from their penalty area. That's all they have to do for a couple of minutes. Sneijder. The whistle's gone. Dani Alves claiming he's been persistently fouled by Mark Van Bommel. And Julio Cesar's going to come forward here. They've won the World Cup 5 times. It's unlikely to be number 6 unless they can score right now. Kaká. Sneijder. All the way through to the goalkeeper. Dani Alves. Alves drives it forward, but it's through to Stekelenburg. We're in the final minute of stoppage time now. Long clearance. And they're onside here. The Netherlands are going to score again. Oh, Robben had the ball taken from him. What a curious error. Kaká. The referee has a look at his watch. Kaká with a cross is taken by Stekelenburg. The Dutch players imploring the Japanese official to blow the full-time whistle. This is one of the big upsets of the World Cup. The Netherlands are about to knock out Brazil. De Jong, they've done it! Brazil have gone, and the Netherlands are through to the semi-finals in Cape Town. Extraordinary scenes here in Port Elizabeth. They've achieved the impossible. They've come from behind, and Brazil have crashed out and had a player sent off. All that after they had the lead. What joy for the Dutch. Brazil can't believe how they've lost this game. Dunga has to pick up the pieces of a World Cup campaign that's unravelled here in Port Elizabeth. They took the lead through Robinho, but second half goals, one an own goal, and then a header by Sneijder has resulted in the Netherlands going to Cape Town. They'll turn it orange on Tuesday. They win by 2-1.
Gefeliciteerd. Hoe is het mogelijk, hè?
Ja, de eerste helft was het bijna onmogelijk. Als je in de rust in de kleedkamer zit, je staat 1-0 achter. Ja, dan zeg je tegen elkaar dat je de laatste 45 minuten hebt van een WK waarin je alles moet geven. En ja, ik denk dat we dat gedaan hebben. We zijn meteen begonnen de tweede helft met druk te geven op een verdediging. En ja, dan scoor je 2 keer. En dan, ja, fantastisch, fantastisch.
Ja, vertel eens over die voorzet die erin vloog. Want afgelopen week had jij gezegd, die keeper is niet zo goed met ballen van de zijkant.
Nou, je hebt het kunnen zien. Ik kreeg die bal aangespeeld. En ik dacht, ik moet draaien en ik moet hem erin gooien. En zo dicht mogelijk bij de keeper. En ja, je ziet dat hij er onderdoor gaat. En ja goed, ik wist dus van tevoren, maar dat hij er zo in valt, dat is fantastisch natuurlijk.
Ja, en dan in tweede met je kop, dat is nog gekker.
Ja, eigenlijk een identieke situatie. Vanuit een corner, de bal wordt ingebracht, wordt verlengd bij de eerste paal. En ja, ik stond helemaal vrij vlak voor de doellijn. En ja, dan is knikken en de eerste goal met mijn kop.
En hoe blij kan een voetballer dan zijn?
Nou ja, ik bedoel, dit is fantastisch. Je zit bij de laatste 4 van de wereld. En je verslaat Brazilië in de kwartfinale met 2-1. En ja, dan moet je heel erg blij zijn. Maar vanaf de komende dagen gaan de kopjes weer vooruit. Want het is een unieke kans dit.
Want jullie geloofden erin, hè? Maar als je de eerste helft zag, denk je van, nou ja, die hebben de koffers gepakt en kunnen weg. Maar dan zo omslaan en dan dit vertrouwen nog hebben.
Nou ja, eigenlijk wat ik zeg, dat iedereen in de rust toch tegen elkaar zei van, we moeten alles geven, volle bak, tweede helft. En dan zijn het maar de laatste 45 minuten. En, maar het waren niet de laatste 45 minuten. En we hebben gedaan wat we tegen elkaar hebben gezegd. We hebben geknokt voor elkaar. En 2 doelpunten gemaakt en dan ben je winnaar.
Hoe denk je dat Nederland eruit ziet nu?
Sorry?
Hoe denk je dat Nederland er nu uitziet?
Ja, gekhuis denk ik. Net als alle fans die hier zijn. Fantastisch dat ze ons elke keer steunen. En blijf ons ook steunen vanuit Nederland, zou ik zeggen. En dan komen wij met misschien wel de wereldbeker terug. En we zien het wel. Maar eerst nu genieten en dan steeds weer die focus houden op de volgende wedstrijd. En dan zien we het wel.
Wesley Sneijder there, fantastic, the same in every language. So to his reaction, on the final whistle with Frank de Boer and Philip Cocker, part of his coaching team. Here is the Dutch coach, Bert van Marwijk.
Ja, ontzettend gefeliciteerd. Heb jij hier de woorden voor?
Nou ja, goed. Ik heb 2 jaar geleden gezegd, we hebben een missie. Misschien hebben een hoop mensen me uitgelachen. We gaan niet heen om wereldkampioen te worden. En je moet ook ergens in geloven, maar dan ook echt. Kan ik wel zeggen, achteraf weer gelijk willen halen. Dat gaat hem helemaal niet om. Maar ik denk wel dat je in deze wedstrijd alles hebt kunnen zien. Vanaf de helft 2 jaar. Nou, de eerste helft. In het begin waren we onszelf niet. En na 20 minuten, 25 minuten, ja, toen gooiden we de schroom een beetje van ons af. En toen was ik al blij dat het nog maar 1-0 was. En toen zei ik tegen Frank, we hebben nog een kans. En dan zie je in de tweede helft hoe goed we kunnen voetballen. Want we hadden wel, nou, misschien wel 4, 5 goals moeten maken. En hoe mentaal sterk deze ploeg is. En dat er dan ook een echt team is in de goede zin van het woord. Nou ja, en als je dan de ontlading ziet, ja, we zitten bij een halve finale. We verslaan Brazilië hier. Nou ja, dat is top.
Fantastisch. Begin van de wedstrijd, hè, wat je zegt, dat was minder. Had dat veel te maken met Matthijssen die op het laatste moment afhaakte en waar Ooyenvol ging spelen, die onzekerheid?
Nou, nee hoor, dat wil ik me niet achter verschuilen, want ik vind dat je op dat soort momenten juist sterker moet worden. Ik heb in de kleedkamer ook gezegd, bedoel, niemand haalde ons uit ons evenwicht, wat er ook gebeurt. Alleen, we waren in het begin misschien, zij waren net iets slimmer, net iets professioneler. En namen wat meer initiatief. Ik denk dat je het grote verschil hebt kunnen zien in de eerste en tweede helft met Gregory van der Wiel. Dat bedoelde ik. In de eerste helft was hij wat voorzichtig. En in de tweede helft ja, nam hij initiatief. En dat hebben we het hele helft al gedaan.
Ja, wat zit hier nou nog in? Als je Brazilië verslaat, dan zegt iedereen finale en de rest.
Ja, maar goed. We kijken alleen maar naar de volgende wedstrijd. Dat is de allerbelangrijkste weer. En daar moeten we ons weer maximaal op voorbereiden. Vanavond hebben we feest. En dan sluiten we dit ook af. En dan moet je je weer richten op de volgende wedstrijd.
In dat Nederland, als je dat van boven zou bekijken, ook één grote feestzaal is nu.
Ja. Ja, dat is aan de ene kant heel jammer dat wij dat niet meekrijgen. Maar aan de andere kant misschien ook wel goed dat wij moeten ons in alle rust voorbereiden op de volgende wedstrijd.
Meneer Steerman.